Dear students, let's start part 3 of the chapter Human Resources. In this video, we'll discuss about the topic patterns of population change. Rates of population growth vary across the world. Although the world's total population is rising rapidly, not all countries are experiencing this growth. Some countries like Kenya have high population growth rates. They had both high birth rates and death rates. So there is high birth rate in Kenya, high death rates. Now with improving healthcare, death rates have fallen. Earlier in Kenya there was high birth rate and high death rate, but now with the improvement of healthcare and other facilities, good food availability, death rates have fallen, but birth rates still remain high, leading to high growth rates in Kenya. In other countries like UK, population growth is slowly because of both low death and low birth rates. Now, see the population pattern in different countries with the help of this map. Here you can see with the blue color, as you can see in this map, these are the countries which are having very high annual rates of natural increase. So high growth rate, more than 3%. So these countries are this one, we can see with the another color, this one, red color. So this is Saudi Arabia, and this country Eritrea also having more than 3% of natural increase in population. And this one Chad, Niger and Mali. Here you can see this country is Benin and Libya. Here you can see Libya and Sierra Leone. So one more country, this one Congo Republic and Angola. So these are the countries in Africa, and here in Asia you can see this is Bhutan. This also is having more than 3% of annual rates of natural increase in population. Other countries you can see high population growth, 2 to 2.9%. These countries are having like this 2 to 2.9% natural increase in population. So eastern and northern countries in South America, and here in the southern part of North America like Mexico, this is Mexico, and other countries in Asia, Pakistan and Afghanistan, Myanmar and Cambodia, Laos, etc. And these are the countries, Papua Guinea, like this. These are the countries. Here you can see, and this one Brunei, Malaysia. So different countries are there, including Madagascar here in the eastern southern part of Africa, Mozambique, here Mozambique. So there are different countries having the high increase in population growth, 2.2 to 2.9%. Other countries also are having in this map you can see, and here in the index you can find very high population, about which we have discussed. High population 2.2 to 2.9%, moderate 1 to 1.9%, low 0.9% or less, and 0 or decrease. So dear students, this was the figure 6.5 world differing rates of population growth. Now what is population composition? I will discuss about the population composition. How crowded a country is has little to do with its level of economic development. For example, both Bangladesh and Japan are very densely populated, but Japan is far more economically developed than Bangladesh. To understand the role of people as a resource, we need to know more about their qualities. Why Bangladesh is less developed than Japan? Because in Japan, human resources are more developed, right? So people vary greatly in their age, sex, literacy rate, health condition, occupation, and income level. Somewhere the people can be very poor, somewhere people can be rich. So like this. It is essential to understand these characteristics of the people. Population composition refers to the structure of the population. So, what is population composition? Population composition is the structure of the population. That what kind of population is there? What are the characteristics of the population? The composition of population helps us to know about how many are males or females, which age group they belong to, how educated they are, and what type of occupations they are employed in, what their income levels and health conditions are. An interesting way of studying the population composition of a country is by looking at the population pyramid, also called an age-sex pyramid. So this is called population pyramid or age-sex pyramid. A population pyramid shows what a population pyramid shows: the total population divided into various age groups, aged 5 to 9 years, 10 to 14 years, the percentage of the total population subdivided into males and females in each of those groups. So you can see in this population pyramid here, we can see red and blue colors, both of the sides, right? And these are the age groups, and these are the percentage or the proportion of the people. So if we find how many males are there and in which age group, so 0 to 4, see here, 0 to 4, 0 to 4 male approximately 9%, these are male approximately 9%, female also approximately 9%. In the same way, in the age group 5 to 9 years, 5 to 9 years, approximately 7.5 or about 7, and the same way here female. So this side female are there, and in this side male are there, and these are the different age groups, that at in what age group how many percent males, how many percent females are there. So with the help of this pyramid we can understand easily, right? So this was the figure 6.6, population pyramid. The shape of the population pyramid tells the story of the people living in that particular country. The numbers of children below 15 years are shown at the bottom and reflect the level of births. The size of the top shows the numbers of aged people above 65 years and reflects the number of deaths. The population pyramid also tells us how many dependents there are in a country. Dependents. Who are dependents? Less than 15 years of age are dependent, and more than 59 years of age are dependent. So there are two groups of dependents: young dependents and old dependents or elderly dependents. 15 years or aged over 65 years. Generally it is more than 59 years, but it depends on the structure of the country or the economy of the country, that how much what kind of people and at what age people get retired. So this is those of the working age are the economically active. Working age 15 to 59 years. The population pyramid of a country in which birth and death rates both are high is broad at the base and rapidly narrows towards the top. This is because although many children are born, a large percentage of them die in their infancy. Relatively few become adults, and there are few very old people. So this situation is typified by the pyramid shown for Kenya. So pyramid of Kenya we can see here. This is the pyramid of Kenya. This one you can find here. Population pyramid of Kenya, 0 to 4 age group. 0 to 4, approximately 11%. And in the same way, female also. 5 to 9, here you can see the proportion of male and female. So here we can find the population pyramid of Kenya. Here this is the population pyramid of India, as we have discussed earlier. Age group and years. Years, age group, and these are the percentage of the people found in the country. So in countries where death rates, especially amongst the very young, are decreasing, the pyramid is broad in the younger age groups because more infants survive to adulthood. This can be seen in the pyramid for India, 6.8, as we have discussed. Such populations contain a relatively large number of young people, and which means a strong and expanding labor force. In countries like Japan, low birth rates make the pyramid narrow at the base. It means 6.9 figure we can see. Decreased death rates allow numbers of people to reach old age. So in India we can see that in narrow at the top, it means older or elderly people are in less proportion, while in Japan, here in Japan, at this age group, it is wider than India or than Kenya. Clear? So only with the help of population pyramid we can understand these things. And in countries like Japan, low birth rates make the pyramid narrow at the base. Decreased death rates allow numbers of people to reach old age. Skilled, spirited, and hopefully young people endowed with a positive outlook are the future of any nation. We in India are fortunate to have such a resource. So they must be educated and provide skills and opportunities to become able and productive. So dear students, in this way we have discussed about this topic, population composition and the role of population pyramid. I hope that you understood. So read the chapter from the textbook. Thank you. Have a nice day.